More than 3 million people have fled the war in Ukraine, and that number is growing. Mike Armstrong has more on why leaving or staying are both risky options.
These are images released by an aide to the Ukrainian president. They are refugees being picked up from 2 cities in the central part of the country and taken to safer areas. Of the 10 humanitarian corridors open on this day, 2 led to the city of Brovary, just east of Kyiv. The stories from that city's hospital help explain the challenge and the danger of trying to get around. This man was shot 3 times. He says he's a civilian and was traveling in a civilian vehicle. Russian soldiers, he says, shot through his windshield. If moving is dangerous, so is staying put. In a place like Mariupol right now, it means more misery every day. This woman just escaped. This woman says she spent 10 days in a cellar hiding from bombs and didn't leave once. They had no electricity and no running water. In the town of Zaparica, a grocery store is turned into a refugee center. Many of the people in it left Mariupol and consider themselves lucky. This man says anyone who could leave did, but many didn't make it. They drove by bombed and burned out cars on their way out of town. There were bodies, he says, in the streets. Now, this is where so many want to go, west to Poland. Of the more than 3.2 million refugees who fled Ukraine, about 2/3 have crossed into Poland. This mother of 5 says by the time she decided to leave her home west of Kyiv with her children, there was no food and no way to stay. On this day, among those crossing over was a woman whose destination is Canada. She'd been on vacation and was home in Ukraine visiting her parents from studying sociology in Canada when the war broke out. She didn't regret being there.
Actually, I'm kind of really glad that I could go here, even though it's real terrible right now, but at least I could see my parents, because I don't know what's going to be.
She says right now her future is hard to worry about. She's safe in Poland. Her thoughts are all about her parents, who stayed behind. Mike Armstrong, Global News, Rzeszów, Poland.